The Ice Beer Project looks at OM Ice, Old Milwaukee Ice, introduced in 1994. It doesn't get any better than this. And it also doesn't get any rarer than this. I mean, you just never see this doggone beer. They don't talk about it on the Old Milwaukee website anymore. They used to. They've got this old can design from like 1999. They haven't even updated it along with the other Old Milwaukee beers. Remember in the late 90s, they came out with this OM for that line of beer. Says the Stroh Brewing Company. Yeah, the Stroh Brewery Company is a paper company. It's owned by Pabst Brewing Company, who doesn't even brew their own beer. So more than likely this was brewed right there in Milwaukee by Miller on Plank Road. And I've been on brewery tours there quite a few times. I bought this on my recent northern baseball trip. Oh, look at all that smoke. Beer buying trip. Can't remember which store I bought it in there. I could go find it probably on the receipts, but it's incredible all the beer I bought. I mean, I don't see how I'm gonna be able to. It might take a few months to go through all these beers. I'm not kidding, I'm not exaggerating. Very thick white head, a clear, bubbly, now the sun is obscured by clouds, but bubbly, golden appearance, more golden than straw. I think I might have bought this in Detroit on Woodward Avenue, if I'm not mistaken, at that really nice liquor store where I picked up a whole bunch of stuff. I think that might have been where I found it on the shelf there, but it could have been another place. It's your typical ice beer aroma, which is American style lager with a little extra oomph to it, and that makes sense because they freeze the beer and they skim off the ice crystals so you have a more concentrated lager. More than likely it's just Old Milwaukee, the regular Old Milwaukee, and then they do the process on it and they get this. They use corn adjunct and it's 5.9% alcohol, same as natural ice. All these ice beers came out around the same time, 1993, 94, 95, okay, you know, most of them. Not a bad aroma, but not anything too distinctive. If you did a blind taste test with this and Ice House and natural ice, you'd probably have a very, well, let's say natural ice, Keystone Ice, and this, all at 5.9%. You'd have a hard time telling them apart, I think. Same thing, the flavor is just like a more concentrated American style lager beer, which is what it is. So they're extracting water from the beer and you've got more of the barley malt and corn. Might be corn syrup, although at Miller Brewing, I know they say they use yellow corn grits, so it could be the corn grits. A light to medium mouthfeel and a crisp, clean, refreshing, and quite enjoyable finish, gotta tell you the truth. I mean, I was a little thirsty. It goes down well. It's got some decent lacing. It sort of looks like a Miller beer, you know. Certainly Old Milwaukee Ice, OM Ice, can go toe-to-toe with the other mainline ice beers. But the deal with this beer is you just probably will never see it. I've never seen it in Louisiana, and I've almost never seen, well, actually, I've only seen it in a store this one time. Actually, I think after I bought this can, I saw it in a couple of other stores, but since I had the one can, I didn't buy it. The other Old Milwaukee Ice that I tried a few years ago was sent to me by a viewer who wanted me to review it. That's how rare it is. So you might say, oh, I live up here in some town in Virginia, and we have it everywhere. It could be the case. In some locales, it could be strongly distributed, but in other places, it could be going. I thought Red Dog was discontinued, just to bring that up, and I actually called Miller today, and I said, Red Dog it's been discontinued, huh? And the lady said, no, it has not been. She said it's been dialed back. The distribution has been, the production has been reduced. And she said you may not see it in your area, which it's been in the last month Crescent Crown pulled it out of Louisiana. They said the sales weren't there. She said, but it is still in production and they had no plans to discontinue it. And I was going around telling people online, it's dead, it's gone. Wrong, it's not going. Red Dog's not going. And I thought this beer was gone, but apparently it's not, because it's saying best before September 2014. So Old Milwaukee's still around, as rare as it is. Thank you for watching the Ice Beer Project, and I would like to hear your comments about this elusive beer brand.